station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good evening, everyone. Coming up, we are going to be talking about triple-digit heat across the DMV. With this surge of warm air, how long does it stick around, and when will we finally see some relief? I have the full details coming up.
And the extreme heat wave causing serious slowdowns for some DC commuters. What you should consider as you plan ahead for tomorrow.
And could the Washington Commanders be moving to D.C. a week after landing new ownership? The nation's capital wants to see RFK Stadium become the team's home.
And a Maryland family still grieving the loss of their loved one, while his accused murderer is allowed to serve his time back home.
How do you let a murderer who's awaiting trial go home to be with his family and enjoy the fruits of his family?
Tonight, we hear their message about the justice system and why they believe it's unfair.
Well, today was certainly a scorcher, but that didn't keep D.C. from getting outside. The National Mall filled with people despite the hot weather emergency. Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us tonight for DC News Now at 9. I'm Yasmin Mahfouz.
Hi, everybody. I'm Chris Flanagan. More than 128 million Americans are under some kind of heat advisory today, in D.C. certainly no exception. Let's get right over to Chief Meteorologist Janessa Webb.
And Janessa, there's no secret about it. It is hot.
Yeah, and it's going to be sticking around. There's no escaping this heat. As we just said, you have millions of people across the country that are dealing with this massive heat wave, and so it really doesn't get buckled down until we go into your late weekend. Here are your temperatures right now at 9 o'clock. Folks, these are extremely high temperatures, and they're going to gradually get worse even as we go into tomorrow. Here's your highs for this afternoon. Officially, actually coming in 97, so that was a little bit warmer than what we thought we would see for this afternoon. 98 for Leesburg into the Manassas area. Here's your feel-like temperatures in the lower 90s here at the 9 o'clock hour. 95 out towards Fredericksburg into areas of northern Virginia, so some good warm air. Here's the difference, Winchester and Leesburg, and the reason being is because we had stormy activity out that way, and so rain has fallen, and so temps, they're going to continue to kind of warm up as we go into the rest of the evening. Heat advisory, it looks like this has been extended until about that midnight hour across western locations. That pink color, that's what we are really going to be watching for tomorrow. Excessive heat warning that is going to be in place starting at 11 a.m. Tomorrow for your Friday. Feels like temperature for the metro area surrounding counties down towards southern Maryland going to feel like 110. I will not rule out that possibility, a potential of 112 to around 113. 115 would be kind of pushing it. So that's as far as I think we'll go for tomorrow afternoon, and then we'll slowly drop down. Here is the key player that allowed the severe weather that we saw this afternoon. Multiple severe thunderstorm warnings. This cold front kind of sticks around well towards our west, so it's not going to cool us off too much. As we continue to go throughout your overnight, that is going to be kind of the big talker. Your body needs time to cool off, and looking at some of these lows, we're going to be into the upper 70s to lower 80s. Now, as we go into tomorrow, potentially beating records, we'll look at that forecast in a moment.
All right, Janessa, thanks. How about this? July is on track to set the world record for hottest month ever recorded. The data used to track these records only goes back to the 1940s, but many scientists say these temperatures are almost certainly the warmest the planet has seen in 120,000 years. Right now, Phoenix, Arizona, dealing with the longest hot streak ever for a major U.S. city. Temps there have hit at least 110 degrees for 27 straight days and counting.
And the extreme heat is affecting commuters all across the DVM. Now, delaying and even canceling trains and Amtrak to MARC trains and the Virginia Railway Express too. Mariel Carbone is live from the VRE station Alexandria, where heat meant trains had to slow down this afternoon. And Mariel, commuters tell you it's been a frustrating few days.
It has been, and it's likely to be another frustrating day tomorrow. Now, with the extreme heat, the rail lines, they can expand and buckle, meaning the trains, they need to go a little slower over the rails to put less stress on those rails. But the trade-off here, that means more stress is put on commuters. For DC commuters, extreme heat means some added challenges getting to and from work. From dealing with sweltering temperatures on the train platform.
I am very deliberate about filling my water bottle before I even come out here.
Very hot. My phone burns up, so I can't use it.
To hot tracks slowing down their actual commute time.
It's definitely frustrating.
Odyssey Armitage takes the Manassas line on the Virginia Railway Express. Thursday, extreme heat led to 2 train cancellations, and the railway limiting speeds on the line to just 25 miles per hour, starting in Alexandria.
With the train slowing down, it's going to take me almost double the time.
Meanwhile, the Maryland Area Rail Commuter, or MARC train, also impacted. The agency canceled a Penn Line train out of Union Station Wednesday through Friday due to excessive heat, and warned transit users severe weather can result in multiple types of warnings and speed restrictions that CSX or Amtrak may deem necessary to issue.
It's been very tough.
Commuter Melissa Bass says she's had to change her daily routine to adjust to the heat-related delays.
And I have to leave early, and it's tough when you have work to do, and now I have to go rush home and continue working.
But for Wei No, as long as she's on the train and out of the heat, she's happy.
They're blasting the AC, so it's freezing in there.
And with more extreme heat coming tomorrow, it's expected that you might have some more delays if you're taking the train in. One VRE rider actually tells me she's already been planning ahead. She warned her boss today that if there are those slowdowns on the rails again, she's either going to work from home, or if they don't start till the afternoon, she'll plan to leave earlier. That way she can beat those slow train times and get home at a reasonable hour. Reporting live in Alexandria tonight, I'm Marielle Carbone, DC News Now.
All right, Marielle, thank you. Now, keep in mind, D.C. Public Schools has canceled all outdoor activities through Sunday.
Yeah, cooling centers are open for those who need it in the district. And in Virginia, Fairfax County has cooling centers open with bottled water and sunscreen. Alexandria, Loudoun, and Prince William counties, they're converting some libraries and rec centers into cooling centers.
And in Maryland, you can beat the heat with Montgomery County's cooling centers. Ride-on buses are giving out free bottled water as well, and Prince George's County is offering cooling centers as well. And a reminder that some D.C. spray parks are staying open longer because of the heat wave. 17 of them will be open from 10 a.m. until 9 p.m. through Sunday. D.C. Parks and Rec just announced extended hours for the Hillcrest location.
And the soaring temperatures for millions of Americans are posing dangers, especially for those who have to work outside. Now, workers with the Virginia Department of Transportation say they're often outside in peak heat. The high temperatures can catch up with you quickly.
People don't realize, being out here, how hot it can get. The humidity is what's so brutal and everything.
And to prevent any heat-related illnesses, doctors recommend drinking lots of water. If you work outside, take breaks to get out of that sun and wear some light-colored clothing. Yeah,
DC News Now has continuing coverage of this brutal heat wave all night long. Stick around for the rest of DC News Now at 9. Then make sure you change the channel to DCW50 for the news at 10. And when we're not on air, you can always get updates in real time by going to DCNewsNow.com.
And we're following breaking news out of D.C. Police arrested the driver involved in that fatal hit-and-run crash near the National Mall back on July 12th.
Yeah, police identified the suspect as 33-year-old Benjamin Robertson of Washington, D.C. Police say the crash happened while Robertson was trying to get away from the Secret Service.
The victim who died was a 75-year-old man. His 13-year-old granddaughter was also injured. Robertson has been charged with second-degree murder. And developing at 9, a congressional bill could clear the way for a new Commanders Stadium in D.C. House Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer introduced legislation today. It would actually allow D.C. to turn RFK Stadium into a mixed-use development and possible new home for the Commanders. We'll take a closer look at what that could mean for the future of the district coming up tonight at 9:30.
And for the second day in a row, the heat not keeping the Commanders off the practice field. This time, fans got to take a look at the action here. Before practice even started, fans lining up ready to greet their favorite players. You see here, new owner Josh Harris even made an appearance, as did Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin. As for the team, they say the fans brought extra energy to practice this morning.
When the fans is cheering you on, you feel that energy at practice. Practice is tough as it is, but when you got the support out here like we do, it just makes things much easier.
So great to hear. Tickets for the Commanders training camp, by the way, are free on the team's website. If you do go, make sure you're staying extra hydrated. Also wear some sunscreen.
And new at 9, a 15-year-old girl is facing charges in connection to a robbery spree in the district. DC police arrested the girl from Suitland, Maryland on Wednesday. The alleged crimes all took place between Tuesday and Wednesday afternoon in the northeast and northwest quadrants. Now, the girl is accused of committing at least 2 violent robberies and 2 snatch and grabs.
All new tonight, a Prince George's County family is frustrated with the justice system after learning the man accused of murdering their loved one was released on home detention. 34-year-old Ian Persaud was stabbed multiple times in front of Famous Lounge in Upper Marlboro back in October. He died at the hospital. Tonight, his family is calling for justice. Our reporter Yamari Sase sat down with them to hear their frustrations.
Ian Persaud was a father, brother, and husband. Last October, he was picking up his wife here at Famous Lounge in Upper Marlboro when he was stabbed to death. The suspect, 24-year-old Joshua Anderson, was recently granted home detention, and Persaud's family says they're not happy about it.
All I can hear over and over again is the doctor telling me that my son didn't make it.
The past 9 months has been hard for the family of Ian Persaud, and the judge's recent decision isn't making it easier.
How do you let a murderer who's awaiting trial go home to be with his family and enjoy the fruits of his family, and my son is in a mausoleum at Harmony Cemetery?
Ian Persaud was stabbed multiple times during a fight in the parking lot of Famous Lounge in Upper Marlboro back in October. The suspect, Joshua Mallette Anderson. He was originally held without bond, but after a recent bond review, a judge granted him home detention before trial.
You go back into the club and you show and boast and brag on how you stabbed and killed a man, and you're out on home detention. How much sense does that make?
This guy's still living and breathing, and he can talk to his family, but we'll never be able to see Ian again, not ever.
Persaud was a mentor in the community, a twin brother, and a father of 2.
Keeps asking his mommy, when is his daddy coming home from heaven?
This gentleman just don't know what he has taken from society.
His family says they want justice.
I don't think he ever needs to see the outside of a prison.
You wouldn't let that man out if it was your family. I just want the judge to just do the right thing.
Reporting in Prince George's County, I'm Yamari Sase, DC News Now.
And developing now, Virginia's top high school sports organization says it's sticking with its policy that allows some students to play on teams that match their gender identity. The move comes in contrast to newly released transgender model policies that Governor Glenn Youngkin's administration released last week. Northern Virginia Bureau reporter Max Marcilla joins us live from Loudoun County High School in Leesburg. And Max, the VHSL says no change is coming. So what's the policy on the books right now?
Right, so the policy right now for VHSL gives some transgender student athletes the ability to appeal their way onto the team that matches their gender identity. The qualifications they have to meet at least one of, they either have to have undergone sex reassignment before puberty, have their identity verified with medical documentation, or hormonal therapy has been started. Supporters of that rule have said so far, in the several years it's been in place, it's been effective.
Competing ideas over who can compete and on what team. In a memo to schools obtained by the Associated Press, the Virginia High School League, the organization that oversees the majority of the Commonwealth's public and private school sports, says it's sticking with its current rules.
This policy has worked. It has provided for fair play in the state of Virginia.
Candace Tuck is the president of Equality Loudoun. She identifies as transgender and says this policy is important to kids.
Being able to play in places where they belong with their friends is really good for their mental health. It helps keep them active and engaged in their curriculum.
But the Department of Education's new model policies run counter to VHSL's. They say the team a student athlete plays on must correspond with their sex assigned at birth.
I don't think that biological boys should be playing sports with biological girls. There's been decades of efforts in order to gain opportunities for women in sports, and it's just not fair.
The governor addressed the issue at a CNN town hall earlier this year. VHSL told the AP only 38 transgender athletes have applied for a waiver since 2014.
The idea that somebody would go through a complete life change with their family, their friends, and their loved ones just to win sports is absolutely silly.
And a spokesperson for Governor Youngkin told the AP that they don't believe the VHSL has any role in this decision according to current law. Now, of course, this could cause some confusion as two different guidelines, and especially if what we anticipate happens, that is Northern Virginia school districts, many of them could push back on these policies and either refuse or seriously delay implementing them. We've already heard that from a couple districts in our region. Reporting in Loudoun County, Max Marcilla, DC News Now.